Okay, so we'll start with Great Blazing Bliss on page 5, and I will attempt to do it in English since I know many of you prefer that. Oh, I don't have a mala. I seem to have taken my mala off. That's very strange. Well, I'll use Anne's. Thank you, love. I'm very needy this morning, evidently. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is calling on the blessings of all the wisdom beings. This is an amazing prayer. So this is sort of the introduction to the Ngondro and something that Rinpoche, Azam Rinpoche, has asked us to do before any of our practice sessions. So it's not unique to Ngondro exactly, but we do it in preparation. Omahori, great bliss, blazing power, palace where wisdom ones know bliss and emptiness. Blissful lotus ones with no wanting. Vajrasan, great glory shines from there. True form, Amitabha, Durjecha, Lokesh, Lord, compassion, passion. Lord is Lord, master of world and peace. Power Haruka outshines all things. Sangwa Yeshe Menzra Varahi Demcho desire king great bliss treasure. My muse Rijay Maz rules all mudras. High low dancing in bliss emptiness. Power wielding dak and daki hos. You know seen and empty as the same. You dance your Vajra form shakes 3 worlds. You laugh and ceaseless speech wows 3 realms. Red light rays suffuse all worlds and peace, stir and gather world peace essences. Grant the 2 feet our supreme desire, Vajra passion of your own heart mind. With great Vajra hooks and lassos you bind to great bliss all you know and see. Dance play in the endless magic net, sesame pods both open with 3 roots power, God hosts vast array. Bless and grant me as we expect I pray. For unhindered city power in all feats low and high that I desire. Homage to the Guru. So we start with the 9 breathings. We're going to expel hatred, anger, fear, and aversion. And then we're going to expel desire, pride and jealousy, clinging and grasping. So those are under the headings of hatred, desire, and then ignorance, which is the ignorance of who and what we are essentially. That's the ignorance we're trying to be rid of. So we make our Vajra fist, place it in that place where our hip joint meets our torso, and wiggle around until you can straighten your elbows, because the idea is to lengthen your spine, straighten your spine, and open up the central channel. We inhale, clear light, exhale. First hatred, now desire. And now ignorance. Purification of winds. So we're going to do 21 Om Ah Hum to clear our channels and our winds. And we do this silently, and when we recite Om, white light lights up in our crown. Ah, red light in our throat. And that's on that natural pause between the inhalation and the exhalation. So inhale, Om, a little natural pause, Ah. Exhale, Hung, blue Hung in the heart. 21 times silently at your own pace. Om. Purification of speech. Oma Om, Oma Om, Oma Om. Red rum fire burns away my tongue. Now a trispell vajra of red light. Letters in her rising essence there. Wheels of pearl strands in its hollow core. They're like gifts, please, Buddha's heirs. Return clear speech, blocks your vajra voice. All speech blessings, siddhis I receive. I, ri, li, o, I, ri, li, o, I, ri, li, o, Gagagaganya, zazazanya, tratanya, tatatanya, papapapamaya, relawa shakazahankyag. Gagagaganya, zazazanya, tratanya, tatatanya, papapapamaya, relawa shakazahankyag. Gagagaganya, zazazanya, tratanya, tatatanya, papapapamaya, relawa shakazahankyag. Ye dharma he tu trabawa he tenten taragato hayawate tekan sayo niruda ebambadi mahashramanari soha. Ye dharma he tu trabawa he tenten taragato hayawate tekan sayo niruda ebambadi mahashramanari soha. Ye dharma he tu trabawa he tenten taragato hayawate tekan sayo niruda ebambadi mahashramanari soha. You take a moment to really feel that your speech has indeed been blessed. Even when you're going through the Ngondro rather quickly, it's good to take those moments towards the end to acknowledge what you've just done. And now we're going to call on the Lama. And to the extent that you may have remembered as you went to sleep to bring the Lama into your heart, when you wake up and you do your Ngondro, we're calling the Lama up to our crown to be with us throughout the day, reminding us to be mindful and aware, just as we sing. So again, I'm going to attempt to do this in English. I'm used to doing it in Tibetan, so bear with me. And if Claire could sing really loud, and all of you that do it in English. Lama no, Lama no, Lama no. From faith and open flower in my heart, arise, O refuge, my kind Lama. Coarse deeds and failings now afflict me. Protect me from this difficult lot. Arise, adorn my great bliss crowns wheel. Rouse me to be mindful and aware. Now the four thoughts that turn the mind. Freedom, rare life lost to distraction. Despite change, death, mind grasp permanence. Affliction sway their effects sure to ensnare me in this suffering swirl. A swift soul refuge, most loving Lama, transform these minds, my most kind Lama. Rare mortal base take on real meaning. May I guard pure ethics, leave this world. And we take a moment to really bring to mind those four thoughts that turn us from cyclic existence to the Dharma, and so to seek refuge. The first being the preciousness of this human birth, and with it the fortunes and freedoms that we enjoy, the fact that we're here and able to practice. We're in a place where the Dharma has arrived, remains. We're here with our teachers teaching us, practicing together. We have this wonderful opportunity. And then impermanence. We're not sure when we're going to die. We're not sure when we're potentially going to become ill or someone dear to us, when we may somehow lose our fortune and freedoms to practice. And third, karma, the infallibility of cause and effect, the inescapability of karma. And lastly, the unsatisfactoriness of cyclic existence, of samsara. Even if we're enjoying a happy time now, just like the other thoughts, impermanence, an untimely circumstance could change our current situation. Samsara is not dependable. So for these reasons, we seek refuge. And we're here together with our mother on our left and our female relatives, our father on our right and our male relatives. And before us, anyone that may be difficult for us, that may have caused us harm, that we may wish harm to, enemies, but even if it doesn't feel that you may have an enemy in the natural sense or in the ordinary sense, anyone that we owe a karmic debt to, anyone that could cause problems for us, they're in front. And then we're surrounded by all beings throughout the 6 realms, the hell realms, the ghost realms, the animal realm, human, demigod, God. All beings are gathered with us, and we seek refuge. Before us is Guru Rinpoche, Samata Badri, in union with Samata Badra, Garib Dorje, Vajrasattva, all of our lineage, Longchenpa, Jamilingpa, our teachers, Karma Binzra, Adzam Drukpa, Adzam Rinpoche, Yeshe Sogyal, Shakyamuni Buddha, the teachings, the texts, the Dakinis, the Dakas, Tara, Manjushri, Amitabha, Amitayus, Siamuka, the protectors, Dorje Ekazati, Rahula, Dorje Purba, Dorje Trollo, all the beings are before us, and we seek refuge. And we bow down. We can imagine that as we recite, and when we're prostrating as part of refuge, as we bow down, everyone gathered with us is also bowing down, like grasses in a field and the wind blowing through. And we come back up and we bow down. In 3 real jewels, 3 bliss-filled ones, channels, winds, bright orbs, this Bodhi mind. Essence, nature, harving heart mandal, until full Bodhi I seek refuge. Kunja samna deje zawasum, zalung tigle ranjin jachu sim, no ranjin tu je kil korla, chachu ningpu bardu kyab suchi. In 3 real jewels, 3 bliss-filled ones, channels, winds, bright orbs, this Bodhi mind. Essence, nature, moving love mandal, until full Bodhi I seek refuge. And now the light streams down from all the beings before us, from the Guru, and as the light strikes us, as it meets all of us gathered, we dissolve into the light and up into the refuge tree And from the outside in, we dissolve, dissolve, dissolve into the 5 colored lights, to rainbow light, into Guru Rinpoche, into the heart, which is now our heart of the Guru, and then into clear, radiant space where we rest, uncontrived. When ordinary thought returns, we reappear, gathered with those that we were gathered with before, and with the field of refuge before us, Guru Rinpoche before us. And we recite the bodhicitta verses, declaring our intention to generate first relative bodhicitta, the wish that all beings be happy and free of suffering, and ultimately, ultimate bodhicitta that arises naturally from our wisdom. Oh, like moons in water, sights deceive us. We ever roam bound in cyclic chains, so all may rest in their clear mind sphere. I raise Bodhi through 4 boundless states. Oh, na so na wa chu de zun reiki, korwa lu gyu du gyu kyom pedro. Rong ri gu sao ying su na so cheer, ze me zi na ne zim ge do. Oh, like moons in water, sights deceive us. We ever roam bound in cyclic chains, as all may rest in their clear mind sphere. I raise Bodhi through 4 boundless states. The heart mind of the Guru shoots like an arrow into our heart mind, and we rest unified with enlightened mind. And now we visualize Vajrasattva above the crown of our head, a brilliant white being, as though the snow-covered mountain lit by 1,000 suns, shining brightly. He's sitting on a lotus, and the stem of the lotus extends into the crown of our head about 4 inches, and he's seated about a foot above our head, or whatever works for you. And as we recite the mantra, it's going to turn around the home, and the action of our recitation and our open-hearted wish for purification releases a cleansing, purifying, blessing nectar that has a quality of fluidity and nectar and amrita and milky light that descends down that stem into the crown of our head and then pours through every cell of our body, releasing all negativity, washing away imperfections, impurities, anything we would be rid of, illness, sickness, sins, ill deeds, mistakes, things that we regret, promises we've broken. And this leaves us through our lower orifices, through our pores, in the form of blood, snakes, scorpions, nasty things. So this is a symbolism of negativity, illness, anything we would be rid of, leaving us as it descends, the earth opens beneath us, and all of this material descends to a distance about 6 stories deep, where the Lord of death awaits with his mouth gaping open. And he represents the potentiality of our untimely death. And part of the purification process absolves us of that, of any tendency toward that we might have. Because we're going to release all this material, this negativity, and through the process of purification, as it descends down, not only to the Lord of death, but any karmic being that we owe a debt to. This material is going to transform into just what these beings want, what will pacify them, what will please them. So maybe wine, nectar, food, wonderful, delicious food, silks, gems, beautiful beauty of any sort. So we begin with the liturgy that's going to set up this visualization for us. At my crown on lotus moon, from whom Lama Dorje Sim, white jewel clear with Vajra bell, round whose Yamyu moon heart home, mantra circles, nectar flows, cleansing ills, harms, faults, and blocks. Om Bindra Sato Samaya Manupalaya Bindra Sato Tenopa Shishro Dudo Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sara Siddhi Maitrayatsa Sara Karma Sutta Me Sidam Shiram Kuro Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sara Tata Gata Bindra Mame Munsa Bindri Bawa Maha Samaya Sato Ahum Pet Om Bindra Sato Samaya Manupalaya Bindra Sato Tenopa Tishtra Dudo Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sara Siddhi Maitrayatsa Sara Karma Sutta Me Sidam Shiram Kuro Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sara Tata Gata Bindra Mame Munsa Bindri Bawa Maha Samaya Sato Ahum Pet Om Bindra Sato Samaya Manupalaya Bindra Sato Tenopa Tishro Dudo Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anuraktu Mebawa Sara Siddhi Maitrayatsa Sara Karma Sutta Me Sidam Shiram Kuro Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sara Tata Gata Bindra Mame Munsa Bindri Bawa Maha Samaya Sato Ahum Pet Om Bindra Sato Manupalaya. Now we'll do it silently. Samaya Sato Ahum Pet. Dorsim light melts into me, beings, Buddhas, worlds, pure lands. And now we actually, Vajrasattva does in fact dissolve into us. We become Vajrasattva. We're going to recite the root mantra of Vajrasattva, Om Bindra Satta Hom. And as we recite the mantra, light pours forth from the mantra, from our heart. And first it goes out to all the wisdom beings who bless this light and return it to us very powerfully. So now our light and our energy is even more powerful. And we continue to recite the root mantra silently, first sending it to all beings throughout time and space, installing each and every one of them into Buddhahood, transforming them into the 5 colors, transforming them into Vajrasattvas, into enlightened beings. And as we continue to recite, the light goes out to all phenomenon, transforming everything into pure lands, everything into light, purity. So we'll recite Om Binzra Satta Hom as Vajrasattva, sending out our light. Om Binzra Satta Hom, Om Binzra Satta Hom, Om Binzra Satta Hom, Om Binzra Satta. Om Binzra Satta Hom. And now all those beings dissolve into our heart. All the pure lands dissolve into our heart. And now we dissolve, first into white Om, and then into yellow Binzra. As yellow Binzra, we dissolve into red Sa. As red Sa, we dissolve into green Twa. And as green Twa, we dissolve into blue Hong. And as blue Hong, we dissolve from the bottom up until all that's left is a tiny, brilliant blue orb of light. And then this too dissolves into clear, radiant space where we rest. The mandala offering. And we're imagining here that we're offering to all the wisdom beings, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in all directions, everything of value, everything that we can imagine of great value. Traditionally, the 4 continents and Mount Meru, which we're symbolizing here with our mudra, but also anything that we can imagine, anything that would please the Buddhas, gems, wine, beautiful scenery, anything that to us represents something valuable, something beautiful, something, a treasure, but most importantly, our own body, speech, and mind. Om Ahom. 3 kaya lands, oceans in one drop, endless such in each tiny atom, offered now to refuge ocean, so goodness, wisdom, both needs now complete. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kanaya Tayami. Claire, if you can belt this one out, that would be great. Pet! Hungry great new essence soars to space. The essence falls form things for our feast. Gift clouds for guests, come enjoy them all. Be in stainless Dharma Kaya state. Pet! And we begin the Guru Yoga. Imaho. In my vision, Copper Mount, I am Vajra Yogini. At my crown, Lotus, Sun, Moon, Lama, one with Lotus born. Mark signs, adornments complete. Three roots, rigs, and sea surround. Clear, great, empty sight, sameness. Om Organ Yuji Cham Sam Pe Mage Sardom Pola Yanshin Chogin Nandrune Pe Ma Shune She Surak Kordu Kandro Mangbo Kor Kegi Jesu Dadruji Jinji Lab Shir Shek Su So Guru bring me cities home. Hurry, respect I bow offer, reveal wrongs, rejoice virtue, ask you to teach day always, in bright sphere goodness I share. Hurry, the page of Soja Babo, Dishage La Jairong, Chokur Korne Tadinzu, Gezu Zellingzu no. Hurry, with respect I bow offer, reveal wrongs, rejoice virtue, ask you to teach day always, in bright sphere goodness I share. Kyabne kundun mahaguru zome duwe ningne bona Daglak tuje jinji zine chilo wangir datazonji. Om Aham Binza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Om Aham Binza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Om Binza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Om Binza Guru Om Om Binza Guru Pema Om Aham Binza Guru Pema Siddhi Om. Source of all refuge, great Guru, my heart calls pain unbearable. Look on me with your compassion. Please bestow blessings and wangs. So we now imagine that the Guru has arrived, that Adzam Rinpoche dissolves into our visualization of Guru Rinpoche and is here and present with us to whatever extent we haven't yet done that. Adzam Rinpoche is here with us. All of our teachers are here with us. Om Aham Binza Guru Pema Siddhi. Om Aham Binza Guru. Om Aham Binza Guru Pema Siddhi. Om Aham Binza Guru. Om Ahom Benze Guru Pema Siddhi Om. Source of all refuge, great Guru, my heart is unbearable. Look on me with your compassion. Please now bestow blessings and wangs. Om Ahom Benze Guru Pema Siddhi Om Benze Guru Pema Siddhi Om Ahom Benze Guru Pema Siddhi Om 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 Om Ahom Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om. And now, before receiving the initiations, we've called on our Lama, and now we're calling on the entire lineage. Imaho Hunzang Dorsim Garab and Shri Singh Jampel Shinyin Jana Sutra and Bhima Lotus Born's King Friend Subject Longchen Rabjam Riggs in Jimeling Kumzang Jinpin Galway Nuku and Trime Lodro Dorje ZG Cell Trime Long Yang Year Me Dorje and Pema Wangyal Pema Trin J Karma Benzra Tupten Jatsola Pray may our needs both now be fulfilled. And we imagine that the Lama is here with us, before us. From the letters at Lama's three centers, white, red, and blue rays rise in turn, rise at once. Melt into my three centers in turn, melt at once. Body, speech, and mind, felled pledges cleanse, blessings come, four wangs gain, four veils gone, four rigs and seeds are planted, the four Buddhakaya states are placed within me. White Om from the Lamas, Om to our Om here, lighting up, receiving purification of body. Red Ah from the Lama's throat into the Ah at our throat, purification of speech. Blue Hung from the Lama's heart into the Blue Hung at our heart, lighting up and creating, instilling in us enlightened mind, and then simultaneously enlightened body, speech, and mind as we recite silently the Guru mantra. Om Ahom Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Om. Just allow your mind to mix with the enlightened mind of the Guru. Om Ahom Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Om. Lama melts to light, dissolves in me. great uncontrived spontaneity. Ah, ah, ah. We've dissolved into clear radiant space and we rest there, uncontrived. And now our closing prayers. Rikpa zimpa girme dorje dang, gewa shrepo pe ma wang yi ya, jatsen kunzang chime wang mo je, so wa de so nyam lin tar jin jo. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. In all lives may I good lamas meet, never part and rich in dharma be, complete all grounds past good qualities, swiftly attain the Dorje Chang state. Able teacher, treasure, Zhulang Chin, holder of his teaching, Jimei peerless Lama's words until world's end, we hear, think, meditate your teaching. In a pure land ringed by snow mountains, source of bliss and benefit for all, powerful Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezi, fill vast space with your activities. With your activities. Om Swasti. Flawless refuge sources give blessings. Teacher, protector, kind Dharma Lord. Derme Dupten Gyatso wondrous good. Lotus feet ever deeds everywhere. Namo Guru, glorious wise king, bright sun and kind song. Now that your work here has subsided, please think of our pain, sad suffering. We pray you quickly take form again. Om Swasti. And Harvey like the waxing moon, may your life and merit flourish grow. Through the threefold skillful pundit's deeds, live long benefiting all you meet. By the true power of two Vajra truths, three jewels, three roots, Buddha's compassion, Vaibhav Sangha and aspiration, may this prayer be realized at once. Things, sound, minds are God's mantras, true forms, kayas and wisdom in endless play. Through this profound and secret practice, be one with the heart's hearted lay. Om glorious we'll do that later. We'll do it after. So a couple of us can stay and we'll do Ekazati because people are going to be joining us. It's probably best that they not come in on that part. Prayer for Dawn Mountain. May there be a great fine new temple, great seat for all high practice learning, which having spread in all directions, male and female yogis everywhere, practice and further the teachings there. And we always recite the Vajrasattva mantra at the end to purify any mistakes, which there were surely plenty of. But I just invite everyone to take my own myriad mistakes as an invitation to do the practice in the way that comes to you, in the way that feels good to you, in the way you've learned. It will continue to grow and change, and you will hear it in different ways, and it will mean different things to you. And it's all wonderful. It's a fantastic practice. that will lead you to wonderful places. Just relax. Let it be. Thank you all.